Yeah. All well motorcycles. Yeah. Suzuki, KTM, Kawasaki. And what am I on? Kawasaki Eliminator. Absolutely marvellous. Ignition on. Brrr, ding. Yeah. Single clock off to the side. Marvellous. Why? Well, let's get on the road and I'll have a little mutter about it and we'll find out. And there we go. Look at that. It's full of petrol as well. Oh, marvellous. Weather's been absolutely atrocious. Been raining non-stop. So the roads are pretty grim. It looks perfectly dry here, doesn't it though? Yeah. And there we go. Off. And straight away I can tell you, I loved this bike the first time I rode it. Let me just get my jacket sorted. It's so comfy. Mirrors are a bit narrow, shall we say. Let me get that out a bit. Got a car right on my jack, see? That's marvellous. What I'll do is I'll bring you back when I'm out of the traffic, I think. Yeah, because this bike is actually perfect for cutting through the traffic. You won't believe it. It's absolutely marvellous. It reminds me a lot of the classic 500, yeah, with a bit more power and perhaps a bit more style. Now I could easily zip down there. In fact, I think I will. Marvellous, eh? Right, and I will bring you back when I get into the countryside. Yeah. Watch out for this car. Right. I've been down the A14. I've done a bit of back roads. I'll just give you a little wipe because it has been a bit wet. Yeah, absolutely loving it. I can't even remember where I was with it. But obviously we're in speed limits at the moment. But it's just so pleasant to ride. It's got 48 brake horsepower. Yeah, 450 somewhat cc's the engine, same as the Ninja 500 and yeah, all the other 500s or 450s in reality, and about 43 newton meters of torque, and the seat height is 735 millimeters. Yeah, Dave would get on it easy. And I'm 6'2", and I'm dead comfy on it. I don't know why. In theory, I probably shouldn't be, but I am. Let's get round here. I think what I'll do is I'll go up to Hawley Castle. The brakes, single brake at the front, works absolutely fine. And the back one's just Jim Dandy because it doesn't weigh much. It weighs about 175 kilos, something like that. Perhaps not exactly that, but around there, 170 kilos. So it doesn't weigh anything. And of course it's got Mickey Mouse mirrors. In fact, they have some of the most Mickey Mouse type mirrors I've ever seen. Yeah, marvellous. Could it do with 2 round clocks? Of course it could. But it has got a round clock, and that's important. It's offset one way. This one's got a USB, which I think might be an extra here. I think it's USB A and or B and C. Yeah, absolutely marvellous. Holds about 14 litres, and you can see this is saying at the moment I've got a range. I'm half full almost, just over, and I've got a range of 178 miles, which is just incredible, isn't it? From what, about 8 litres, say, 2 gallons. so an average of 80 or 90 per gallon. Just absolutely marvellous. It's very flexible in the engine. Here I am at 30 in fifth, and it's just so easy and pleasant. The engine, I think, sounds quite sporty, and it's a bit strange being on such a relaxing bike to ride on an engine that feels quite sporty. Well, it does at higher revs when you wind it on a bit. Obviously now it purrs, and that's what it suits. It purrs like a cat. Yeah. Dead easy to balance. Clutch light as a feather. Of course it is, it's only a little engine. Let's get down here, because the castle is just down here. Absolutely marvellous. All the information you need on there, you can flick through, but you have to do it on here. But again, no trouble at all. And here we are, Hawley Castle. Well, the moat. The castle's long gone. Yeah. But we'll pull in here, and you can have a little look at it. There we go, let's put it there. Absolutely marvellous. Oh, I forgot to go down the gears. Look at that, even stood still. If I was on a Triumph, I'd be here for days now trying to do that. Side stands down there somewhere. Over we go. Let's have a little look. Engine off. Let's have a little look at it. Here we go. There you go. Kawasaki Eliminator SE, I think this one is. Yeah. Right, I'll change cameras. Right, here we are. Kawasaki Eliminator. Just look at it. Just absolutely lovely. I think, I don't know why, there is something about it I prefer over the Vulcan. I know lots of people like that, and it's much more cruiser. This is sort of something and nothing, some people have said. I just like it. It's an absolute pleasure to ride. Nice shiny black alloy wheels, conventional forks with gaiters on. Yeah, single disc. Nissan, I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Nissan or Nissan? Whatever. It's got this lovely cowl, really like that. This one's absolutely filthy, so you'll have to forgive it. That 452 cc's produces 43 or thereabouts newton meters of torque and 48 brake horsepower. Yeah, and now I was thinking about it as I was riding along, and that is not far off a 650 Interceptor, is it? I'm sure they're about that. I can't remember, or maybe I'm just dreaming that. This one's got this rack on. Don't know if that's standard. Very handy, of course. Single disc at the back, big exhaust. It doesn't bother me that much, to be honest. Down this side, a big boxy section for a swinging arm and conventional suspension. Little horn tucked down there, reminds me of Bertie. Bertie's horn's tucked down there as well. Of course, this is liquid cooled. Oh, and we've got a motorbike coming here. Yeah, what's this? Oh, marvellous, a Himalayan. Excellent. And the shape of this tank is just lovely. Big dewdrop. Yeah, only holds 13 litres though, or 14 litres, something like that. The Mickey Mouse mirrors. Single clock offset. Got everything that you need on it. USB takeoff there for practicalities. Lots of people don't like it, but there you go. We've got an electric vehicle coming down the road now. Yeah, I think it's a cracking looking bike. And now I'm walking in a puddle. But there you go, walking a dog on an electric vehicle. Wonderful, look at that little dog. Marvellous. But what a cracking little bike. I really do like it, and I did the first time I rode it, and I can't explain it. I don't know why. 6-speed gearbox, perfect. Brakes, just enough. Yeah, well, I'm gonna get back on, and then we can do the senses test. Yeah. Right, here we are, back on board. Brr, ignition on. Brr, ding. Oh, marvellous. Let's get it into gear. It's trying to connect. This one's got Bluetooth on it by the looks. Trying to connect to my phone. That's marvellous. Right, let's see if we can catch up this electric thing down here. And do the senses test at the same time. So, here we go. Down the bumpy old Suffolk Road. Yeah, marvellous. Got to watch out for pheasants and all sorts. I've got my visor up, so if it's a bit noisy, I apologise. Yeah, so the senses test, starting off with taste. Well, I think this is a bit of a blackjack. I do, yeah, because it is quite spicy. I really enjoy it. It's nice at a nice slow speed like this, just cruising down the country lanes, and this is a bumpy old road, and the suspension deals with it just fine. It's just lovely. Then what? Smell. Well, it's done, I don't know, 500 miles or something like that, I think. And it still smells like a brand new bike, and it's I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, it does no smell of oil or water or anything like that, or petrol, which is just marvellous, isn't it? And then what does it look like? Well, that's open. Cruiser. I think if you look on the Kawasaki website, it comes under their cruisers, and I can see it's sort of a cruiser, but for me it's not like the Vulcan or the Rebel or the Super Meteor or anything. It's a bit more relaxed than that, I think. I know the idea is that you're more relaxed on a cruiser than anything, but I don't know, I can't explain it. I just have a very strong fondness for it, and I don't see it in the same light as I see a cruiser. It's not as extreme, I would say. It's like a cross between classic Royal Enfield Classic and a cruiser, is what I would say, which I think is the effect that we're going for with the shotgun. But there you go. You'll either like it or hate it. If you're into sports bike, you probably won't like it that much. Then what? To touch and feel. It's Kawasaki. They don't make shabby motorbikes, do they? No, and they don't go wrong either. No, you'd be very unlucky to have any problems, I reckon. And then the sound. Well, the sound, like I say, at these sort of speeds, at slow speeds, it purrs, and it is very, very soothing. And when you go fast, it's like a sports bike. Yeah, it's quite high revving, as you can see. Doesn't redline till 11,000 revs. How about that then? Yeah, so you can have the best of both worlds. And then we've got the sixth sense. How does it make me feel? Well, I think that's pretty obvious, and it is obvious the first time I rode it. It's the bike that really surprised me the most, I reckon, this year. I do just love it, and if I had this to commute on to work. If anything happened to Bertie, I'd be very, very happy with this. Yeah, I would. It's just marvellous, I think. Now, as you can see, I'm miles away from Orwell. I've got this for a week, so you'll be seeing it in a mutter and out and about. Yeah, so it'll be usual format, living with it video and returning it video, final thoughts. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I will catch you in another. Yeah, ta-ta.